Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pool Party Podcast. Today, we've got Kiki.
Hello.
Mitchell.
Hello.
Steven.
Hi.
Ariel.
Hey.
And I'm Matt, as always.
You always want to start this as like a 50s news broadcast.
Hey there.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steven, but Desmond Hooper always lives.
What?
He doesn't die. He's immortal.
Okay.
Who's this?
Desmond Hooper?
Who's Desmond Hooper?
He's my Fallout character, sir. Let me tell you, I can sell you the Brahmins, or I can sell you the pack.
I don't want either one. They're creepy and their milk probably tastes bad.
It's true. It's the reason why you can't drink milk in Fallout.
It's not available.
Anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to our next episode of this podcast. I actually lost count.
7.
Doesn't matter. We record out of order.
Yeah, I don't know. These are so out of order. I don't really know.
Episode mystery.
Freecast.
Today, it's gonna be a Freecast, and everybody has a few topics. So we're gonna go ahead and pass it over to the guy that has note cards.
I have note cards for a reason. I've got information that I want to gather.
Okay.
You know, it's just I've got a new segment I want to do. Is just
Yeah?
like bring news so people can actually kind of tell where they are, like in the current timeline of the podcast. So I've got some news.
Okay.
The news.
Any news music for me, or we have?
All right, we got some new one.
All right, that's my news.
No problem.
All right. Okay. This is the week of June.
It's definitely July.
Well, the start of the week was June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there is the week of
All right.
June 29th. Okay. And, we got some news, guys. You ready?
Yeah, news.
Yeah, we've got PlayStation Plus exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Xbox Gold or whatever it's called.
Games with gold.
exclusives. Yeah.
No games for gold.
Yeah.
Games
We'll
for
start
gold.
with Xbox because
We give you games. Fuck off.
We've got a Gears of War is coming out for free.
Did we give you games for gold?
Oh, okay.
The gold games.
I definitely thought I said something.
Yeah.
Me too.
What did you think I said?
A word I'd
So-
have to censor.
For the month of July, we've got Xbox releasing a Assassin's
games
Creed
for-
Black Flag.
Black flag.
Black Flag Gears of War 3.
That's not free.
3 is coming out, yes, for Xbox 360.
360.
Oh,
We've
okay.
only got 2 games for each console here. Plants vs. Zombies is also going free for Xbox 360, and you get a game called So Many Me, which I have not
Now,
had a chance to see yet. for
Xbox
the
One does a thing where you get 2 games a month,
Yeah.
but we don't find out what the next game is till like the 16th. So
Yeah, we just found out what PlayStation was like not even a week ago.
This week, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. So PlayStation was 6 games a month, you know, for the Vita, the PS3, and the PS4. Actually, has 4 titles for the PS4 this month. We've got Styx Master of Shadows, which is a stealth RPG where you play as a goblin type
Awesome.
character. It looks really cool.
Pretty
I've
excited about that.
been putting off buying this game, and I'm excited to pick it up. Rocket League, Entwined, and Mousecraft round out our PS4 games with Geometry Wars and Rain coming out for the PS3.
I'm excited about Geometry Wars. I never
Yeah.
had a chance to play that and Entwined. Entwined looked really neat.
All pretty good games for the PS Plus members this month. Xbox has got pretty stout titles too.
but Steven, Peggle 2.
Peggle
I
2.
didn't play Peggle.
It's on. It's
Peggle
discounted
2.
on Xbox.
I
Yeah.
think it's free right now.
Is it free? I think so.
Yeah. Yes. We've got news about a Batman DLC.
And
Woo!
we're
It's
gonna
coming
go
out.
ahead and
What's that?
silence our phones.
Just silence our phones, yeah. We've already got an announcement of July 14th for a DLC surrounding story of Batgirl.
I probably won't be buying it to be
We won't
perfectly
be
honest.
buying it.
It's not. It's not a.
$6.99.
It's not like a full story.
It's
Probably
its
one-
own
it's
little,
probably
little
one of
side
the-
quest.
It's gonna be a
probably-
challenge map.
No, it's probably going to be one of the Arkham story packs. That's what
Right.
Red Hood and Harley Quinn have been.
We get a chance to play as Batgirl. A lot of people will be excited about it, possibly.
No, that's actually really
It's gonna be
cool.
pretty cool, yeah. July 14th is our drop date on that.
Woo!
Yeah. Back to Xbox news. We have a summer sale now that Microsoft has been doing for the Xbox, and it starts on July 7th, I believe. Is that correct? When you can go ahead and pick up Dragon Age Inquisition on sale, Far Cry 4 on sale.
What?
Do you know how much those are?
They're on sale. I didn't see a discounted price, but I
Oh,
just know
that's
they're all going to be, clearance.
So
They're gonna
probably be
dropped
like
down.
30% off.
Yeah, you
Just
pick
looking
up.
at Dragon Age.
right? I don't know why Assassin's Creed would be on sale, but it's on that list. Diablo 3, if you're looking to pick that up, and Shadow of Mordor, all going on sale for the Xbox.
I might have to give me some Shadow of Mordor. I love me some Shadow of Mordor.
All for the Xbox. It'd be nice to see a PlayStation equivalent to that, but it's a pretty good sale they're going to have coming up. Any things you're looking to pick up there?
Shadows of Mordor would be awesome.
It's a great game. That was, no joke, my favorite game in the last year I think I played.
I'm not gonna lie, like, actually, just Steve and me actually just linked our Xboxes as home.
Yeah.
And so I am so looking forward to getting games half off.
Yep.
Is that so?
Yeah.
One half season.
Well, I mean, I think the people out there know.
I don't.
When you set your Xbox as home.
Yeah.
So let's say I set Steven's Xbox as my home. On my Xbox, if I buy a digital game,
Yep.
Steven can play it on his profile
That's
at the
pretty
same
cool.
time I'm playing it on mine.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And we found out also after Steven bought a year of Xbox Live, if I have Xbox Live, anybody on my home console does not need to pay for Xbox Live.
That's okay.
How much is that a year?
$60.
$60.
$60. Pretty good.
That's okay. You know, if I wanted to use a service, I'm one of those people who likes to pay money to the company to support them. As much as I don't like Microsoft,
Boo.
I don't really have a problem with Microsoft.
Whatever makes you sleep at night.
But you know, I like to support companies.
That's
that
me and a
use
warm
their
cup of
products.
milk. I'm helping him sleep at night.
Yeah.
What?
I have to rub his back while he drinks like a warm glass of milk.
Yeah.
He's weird, man. And like you have to tuck him in.
Yeah, I had to eat something if I want to go to sleep. I can't drink anything because I have to pee normally after drinking substances in liquid form.
Most people do
Yeah.
after a certain amount of time.
Milk doesn't have that
That
same
doesn't
effect.
really stop people from drinking it, though. You know,
Right.
Is milk food?
No.
it's a dairy product.
Which is food?
Some.
Like cheese. Cheese doesn't make you pee.
What?
Milk doesn't make me pee.
Milk is a liquid.
Milk is liquid cheese.
Okay,
my
so
goodness.
Unrotten
gaming
cheese.
topics.
No, it's not. You
Mind
should take the cream
blown.
out.
Mind blown, everybody.
Oh my
Milk
God.
is
Take the
now.
cream out. It's not cheese.
Milk is food, everybody.
Oh my
We
god.
solved the
All
mystery.
right. Yeah, we
No,
solved the
we're
mystery.
very far away from solving
Did
the
you
mystery.
guys, well, we'll come back to it a year from now. Every year we'll have this discussion. Nigel Thornberry making an appearance in the podcast. Smashing! Did you guys see? It's my one impression for the show. Did you guys see the Nintendo Sony crossover console that the guy brought to Reddit?
Nope.
It's called a SNES CD. It's a collaboration console that Sony and Nintendo actually made together.
I'm so picking that up on the audio.
I see that
We're
fireworks.
sorry
happened
if you
4th of
can
July.
hear the fireworks from our neighbors.
Just so
It is
happens
the
to
night
be
before
the 3rd of July, so you know fireworks
God bless America.
exist for
everybody.
some reason.
So let me go ahead and bring it up. Hopefully, in the link of the video, I'll show you the article of what this thing looks like. It's pretty cool. It plays CDs, of course. It's in, like I said, Xbox and PlayStation crossover.
Not Xbox, it's a SNES.
Not Xbox. I'm sorry, Nintendo.
SNES box.
Pardon me.
SNES box.
Yeah, it's got like, the Sony thing on there. It's like an old school controller. Some dude that had ties to Sony actually brought it to the internet's attention this week, and it looks pretty cool. I've never seen anything like it. It's
It
not
looks
fake.
really old.
It is really old. We're talking 1995 for this thing.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about you like they were making
no. Somebody. I mean, it's like a super rare thing that was just found, which is pretty cool.
freaking rad.
I mean, come on. Nintendo and Sony made a console
You
together.
got my
That's
hopes up.
probably leading up to whenever they had their falling out and Sony wanted to make discs and Nintendo
Right.
did not want to do that, and that's why Sony went ahead and made it.
You see, we've got a cartridge here, compatible and CD for this, which is kind of cool. Cartridge up tops, disc in the front.
It was pretty rad.
Pretty old school controller. Oh, I love the microphone. Yeah, this is old, but it's cool.
Wow, that's really advanced for what they.
So we play CDs on this. We can play games. That is pretty cool.
It's pretty much a PlayStation with a Super Nintendo
Basically.
cartridge place.
But,
Uh,
I'm surprised it didn't
Just
take off.
minimize that because I'll send Steven the link later so he can throw that up on the
Please do.
screen.
yeah, so I thought it was pretty neat. And the last thing I have here is that Sony recently came out with a report, actually, being a fanboy here, makes me proud, that Sony's reporting a 70 to 90% market share of console sales in Europe, which is just
Woo!
astounding. That's unbelievable.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That's kind of really crazy.
And I, not only because Sony fanboyism that I'm excited about that, I'm also excited about that because I'm getting so tired of people who are like, consoles, you better say goodnight. This last launch was so bad. I can't believe we had so many problems with the last console launch. Oh, guess what? Consoles are dead like 2 years from now. It's like, shut up, dude.
Okay,
consoles are selling better than they ever have in history.
Still.
This console launch, it's not that it was bad, it's these machines are underpowered.
They're not underpowered.
They really are for like where we're
That's
at.
what people said about the PlayStation 3, but guess what? At the end of the generation, we had The Last of Us that looked ridiculous.
I understand what you're saying, Steven.
We have no idea what they can tap into.
There'll be advancements in later versions.
And the thing
of
is that
too.
we jumped from standard definition
Yeah.
to high definition last generation. We can't jump like that again. We cannot make a jump like that again. So
No,
people
that
aren't
attitude.
going to be as impressed. So people are saying, oh, they're underpowered. It's like, well, first of all, most of you aren't programmers, okay? I would rely on the people who are developing for the consoles. Who
Hey,
are
I know
saying,
Python.
who are saying we are currently unlocking stuff with these consoles that are going to blow your minds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's kind of ridiculous. So it's not going to be the graphics that are impressive.
Every single console has a shotgun.
Yes.
Did you guys? Mine's blow.
But the thing is what I'm excited about, and I was trying to tell everybody this because I was working at GameStop around the launch of these consoles. Everybody's like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm like, don't look at the graphics. Look at what they're going to be able to put into the games now. Like with Batman Arkham Knight, which we'll talk about later, is so impressive.
Yep.
That is such an impressive game, and it is by far nothing that could have ever been done on a console.
My
previous to
favorite
this.
looks beautiful on
thing is
PS4.
when Steven talks about Batman Arkham Knight because it goes from this game sucks to this is the best game ever.
Well, I didn't say either of those, but okay.
But okay. So I just thought that was kind of crazy because at the end of the day, the PS3, even with the Xbox 360 getting a year head start, at the end of the day, the PS3 still outsold worldwide the Xbox, and it looks like the PS4, with the time that it had to release at the same time and killing Xbox basically last E3, it just destroyed Xbox.
I feel like
it seemed
Xbox had a better E3 console,
Last year?
E3 conference this year.
Oh, this year? Yeah, I'm talking about
I
last
don't know if
year.
they had a
Yeah.
better press conference. They
was
they
better
buckled
than
down. It's
last
better than
year.
it was last year. I don't think it was better necessarily than Sony's. I felt this year was really good because nobody was trying to be better than the other person.
Which last year was
They
all about
buckled
bias.
down and like, okay, who are we selling to?
Yeah.
And let's sell to them, which was awesome. I'm like, do that. Don't try to compete because that's just dumb. And I thought we got over that back during Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo.
No.
Like, I want to be over that stupid childish crap. I'm done with the console fighting at a corporate level. I'm
Listen,
done.
I own an Xbox and I own a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't own a Wii U anymore for reasons.
Reasons. My religious
My religious right means I don't have to like comment on this.
Alright, you true.
No,
very
it's
true.
the Wii U was complete. Why do I have my amiibos?
I don't know.
I
'Cause
mean,
they look
never
cool.
forget. Everybody likes Fire Emblem. It's pretty cool.
You got Bowser.
Bowser and Cool Kong up there.
It just completely blew my mind. I looked up and I was like, I don't have a Wii U anymore.
Yeah. Nintendo, I could.
But anywho,
No,
you
it's,
own both the consoles and
It's there's nothing coming out for Wii U. There's literally no reason for me to hold on to it. I had one game, Super Smash Bros.
A lot of replayability in that game, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I had that game, and then the rest of the games I had were all like Super Nintendo games.
That was my thing with Nintendo. Like always, if you're not like a fan of the flagship like stuff that Nintendo pushes, there's not much else for you to do with their system.
yeah, they don't seem to be changing
They just
their
Yeah,
direction.
You got
Everyone's
great
like-
flagship characters and franchises, but if you don't like it, you're out of luck. Basically.
Everyone's
So-
like, get Splatoon. I'm like, Splatoon does not look good to me. Like, I don't want to play
A lot of
it.
people
apparently
enjoy it.
sold
A
really
lot of
well,
people
though.
enjoy that
No,
game.
a lot of people did enjoy it. It's not. I'm not their target audience.
No, yeah, I don't really want Splatoon.
I don't think Minecraft target audience was a bunch of 12-year-olds, but or was it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Adults and kids play that game, so I mean maybe that's the same thing that they were going with Splatoon, that it has like crossover appeal for all ages.
Yeah, because it's a shooter, but it's also about paint. You know,
Who doesn't like paint?
I do.
Yeah,
I love paint.
exactly.
Anyway, so
What's
yeah,
the point?
PlayStation's selling really, really well.
Oh no, my point was, Xbox is not doing poorly.
No.
It's I feel like Xbox has been putting out better games
This is the thing,
quicker than PlayStation.
Well, I don't know about that, but
No way.
well, what exclusively have they done with that?
Xbox has no Bloodborne.
Okay,
Like,
they
well,
have
no, like
Dark
what
Souls,
exclusives
too.
did they put out quickly besides like the 2 or 3 they had at launch that PlayStation did?
You're asking me exclusives. I'm trying to like.
Well, that's
rattle
my
them off
thing.
in my
Like,
head.
yeah, there are lots of great games that are on the new gen, but how many of them are really exclusive to one or the other? Like, you know, you have for Xbox, you have stuff, you know, like freaking Dead Rising 3, but then, you know, PlayStation has Bloodborne, which I freaking love Bloodborne. Like, oh my god, that's like my favorite game now.
Well, how about this? This holiday season, we're getting a lot of awesome stuff coming out for Xbox. We're also
like
getting
what? I'm not
Gears?
saying that disparagingly.
Gears.
That's a
Gears?
re-release though. That's a re-release.
Okay.
Don't count that. Don't count a re-release.
Okay, fine.
If you
Halo
count
5.
Gears, we count God of War for PS4. then.
No, don't count. That's dumb. I think that's super stupid to sell those.
Re-release.
I don't like that. I'm tired of
HD.
re-releasing stupid
It
remastered
counts.
Gears of War and God of
It
War.
counts.
War.
There's no reason Gears of War
It's
should
not,
get
even, it's not even just
re-released.
Xbox though. Like we're getting a ton of amazing.
Oh yeah, we're
games
getting
this
great
holiday
games.
season.
Yeah,
My thing is
none
like,
of
how
the
many of them are
titles are coming to me,
exclusive?
but I
Halo
remember
5?
like Xbox was
I think Halo 5 is the only
exclusive
exclusive
that. And I was like,
this
well,
holiday
shit.
season.
I thought Tomb Raider comes out this year.
Okay, that's another one for Xbox.
And Uncharted 4.
That's
Uh,
PlayStation.
Is
That's
that this year?
PlayStation.
This year?
I thought that was
That's-
2016.
I think it's next year.
Is it?
Or the end of this year.
I don't know.
Is Tomb Raider Xbox exclusive now?
Yeah.
Tomb Raider is Xbox exclusive.
Whatever. Tomb Raider. I never liked
Yeah,
it.
like I was
Whoa.
asked, why don't you get Tomb Raider? I'm
second
like,
one?
well, I could just wait for Uncharted 4, which is gonna be
The second
better.
one's gonna be Xbox exclusive.
Microsoft bought the rights.
Yep.
No.
And good for them. They need
Tomb Raider's
need to
like
do
my
something
favorite
like that.
game.
Well, guess what? I have an
Just
Xbox.
play Uncharted.
Just come over and record it.
Or you can
Boom.
just play
Okay.
Uncharted,
Better game.
which is
I
what
like
Tomb
that.
Raider is cribbing.
Okay, I'm
Or you
I'm
could-
classic.
Or-
I like the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, you can play as a strong female character, Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah, PlayStation's getting
For one
that
to be a
with
male
Horizon.
Tomb Raider, it's basically what Nathan Drake is.
Which is just a knockoff of Indiana Jones.
Basically.
Boom.
No, I'm just saying,
Still-
like, if you
still
want the
awesome, though.
gameplay, Uncharted's coming out, and Uncharted will inherently be better than
I gotta
Tomb
play
Raider.
the Uncharted games.
They're
I'm
really
familiar
good.
with the
They
story,
are.
but I've
They are
never
super,
played
super
them.
good. And they're re-releasing them, the first
Oh,
three on
That's
PS4.
why I'm waiting to
Oh.
buy them. I'm just gonna
Since
buy
we're
them
on
with it.
since we're on news, big news.
Big news.
Um,
I don't have this one.
who's the voice actor for Drake?
Nolan North. Yeah.
Nolan North.
Nolan North
leaked
accidentally
2
leaked.
games.
2?
2 games.
I only got the one.
Adults.
Last of Us 2 got
Yeah.
leaked. Well, he leaked it. Take it with a grain of
Well,
salt.
my thing is like, of course they're working
I know.
on another
We
Last
know,
of Us.
but they
Who didn't think they were going to be releasing
We didn't
one?
know if they were developing it yet or if they were just writing a storyboard. He said they were already developing it.
But that could be writing storyboards. The development is a tricky word. Kevin Conroy did the same thing for Batman like 2 years ago.
The Batman, Kevin Conroy.
Like, he's like, yeah, I totally did voiceover for a Batman game. He's like, you're not in Arkham Origins. He's like, oh. Like, that's like, and that was like 2 years ago. So, I mean, there's-
No, I'm talking about City.
Oh God, yeah, DLC.
Like, dang it, Kevin, we gotta put DLC out for City now.
Anyway, what's the second one? I'm excited about this.
Crash Bandicoot PS4.
Yes, I would play that every day.
Please.
1313's alive.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I knew about that. I don't know if it's called
I don't
1313
know.
anymore.
Shut
No,
up.
he said that it's 1313 in essence.
No, yeah, I know.
We
I
don't
saw
know
an
what the
article
title
about that.
is. Yeah.
I didn't know he was the one who leaked that though.
He was.
I thought someone else was talking about it.
Nope, it was him.
Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed about that.
Do you know what 1313 is?
It's the
No.
Star Wars Uncharted game.
Well, that sounds pretty awesome.
Alright, yeah.
It's
That
gonna be
sounds
awesome.
pretty cool.
This sounds awesome. All right.
That's for Wii U only. No.
oh God, David, we
So
need
Developed,
something.
developed
Wii U
exclusively.
Wii U needs, that would sell that system.
Yeah.
That would sell that system.
Yeah.
If it looked remotely like what they released, what was that, 4 years ago?
Last,
It looked,
it was last year.
no, 1313, the footage they released,
I could have sworn that was last
that
year.
was like 4 years ago, dude. That was before New Gen came out.
Wow.
But
Yeah, that was before that was when I saw that footage, because I'm like, there's no way this is on a PS3. There's no way.
So who leaked it?
Nolan North.
The guy who voices Nathan
Bat.
Drake and
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry.
guy from Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Ah.
Fun fact, he also voices Deadpool in the Deadpool.
Yeah, he
Yep.
does Deadpool in all the cartoons and the video game. He also does the creepy cannibal guy in The Last of Us, trying to eat Ellie.
Oh, Deadpool's also in post-production.
In non-video game. Yep. We're getting ever and ever closer to the Deadpool movie.
Yep.
Yay!
All right.
It's gonna be interesting. I can't.
Well, wait. Deadpool's back in the comics too. Sort of.
Okay.
No. Okay.
More
moving on.
news?
I've got one more bit of information.
One more.
I'll get back
Just
to
one
that.
little tiny
Okay.
nugget there for all our Fallout Shelter fans. We've got an August release coming for our Android devices for that game.
Yeah.
Did they also release one of the characters is
Yes.
from Fallout 4 now?
Yeah, one of the
Who plays
Minutemen from the
amazing.
trailer for Fallout
Preston
4.
Garvey.
Preston Garvey is actually now available. If you update your iOS device with our Fallout Shelter game, you can now recruit Preston Garvey as a follower,
You can only get them through lunchboxes though.
which is cool, I guess. Lunch boxes aren't as hard to get as I initially thought, but
Man.
they're time consuming.
And you can buy them.
You can buy them, which I
If
did.
you really want them.
Which I did. Like,
No, the funny thing is, Preston Garvey, according to like most of the internet, he's going to be the most killed character in Fallout 4.
most killed.
Yep.
Why?
Everybody wants his coat.
No.
Maybe.
Well, that's the thing. Like, who says there's not a cooler coat in that game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be a cooler
But
coat.
he's within like the first 10 minutes of the game.
New crafting system, dude. You're gonna be able to skin a Yaguai and have like a badass.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able
bear
to make
coat.
a way better coat.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, you guys are talking about bears.
I wanna.
Like they exist.
They do. Wait.
Very-
We had a conversation
Matt
earlier
doesn't
today.
believe that bears exist.
Bears, there's
What?
bears here in Florida.
I've seen them.
No.
Sloth bears are awesome.
Nah.
We saw sloths.
Well, yeah.
So cute.
That sounds really
Next,
cute.
you're gonna tell me, oh, unicorns exist.
No.
They're not
Well,
horses with
there is such a
horns.
thing as a
Horns,
narwhal.
horns.
That's like a
It's
swimming.
just like the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing
a
where
good
you've
one.
never seen Harry Potter, quote unquote.
Oh, no, I've seen Harry Potter. I only did that to mess with Sydney.
And that's all I had for news, guys.
All right, I guess I will.
I still need a subject.
I will
I
think
don't
of
have
one.
I don't have one here.
I like
Well-
how we're in the podcast
Yeah.
and he
I don't
goes,
have a topic.
I don't have a topic.
That's okay. I can cut that out and make it sound like she knows what she's doing. I won't cut any of this
Just
out.
cut the donut. I just
I
white space
have
topic.
I had breakfast for lunch today, guys.
Oh, that's exciting.
Grits and such.
I don't have.
All right.
Anyway, today I kind of beat Arkham Knight. Apparently, I have to 100% it to see the actual ending of the game.
Yeah, Quicksilver died.
Yeah.
Again.
And there are apparently
Gosh darn.
345 riddles I have to solve.
What?
What?
It's gonna be a long haul before I can actually see what the actual ending is.
So you
But
didn't finish it.
well, I did kind of. Like I have it says that I have 85% of the stuff done, but there's still so much crap left to do in that game. It's
Yeah.
I staunchly believe that there is such thing as too much content in a game.
Mm.
As someone who now has a full-time job, like I don't have time to play the games like that anymore. Like Arkham City, I 100%ed 3 times
Wow.
because I wanted to get the platinum. Unfortunately, that was on my other PlayStation profile, so
Rest in peace, old PlayStation.
those trophies are to the wind now, and it makes me sad. Anyway, so
He's
Arkham
throwing her
Knight.
hands in the air
Why-
and celebrating
Kiki
that she
excited?
has
Are you
a
still
topic.
I thought of a topic.
Yay! You know, maybe
Yeah.
she's doing that quietly because she didn't want attention brought to it.
Yeah.
To the
I know,
audio.
that's why I brought it in.
Oh, well, that's annoying. Anyway. Oh, magic of editing.
Hooray.
You
Yeah.
don't edit.
I don't. I just put things on the internet.
Just throw them up there.
But has anybody else had a chance to at least
Play Arkham Knight?
take a look at Arkham Knight since its
Today.
release?
Nah.
Poor PC people.
Yeah, I just read about the poor PC people, the refunds. It's basically how.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I've just seen you play it, and it's pretty beautiful.
So
Yeah, it's
many-
really fun.
So many people refunded it on Steam.
Yeah, actually a lot. It kind of, I mean, it sucks because it's legitimately
Yeah, it looks pretty damn good.
like one of the, like, I keep saying this about every new game that's coming out, which is exciting.
It's
We said the same thing about The Witcher 3, but this is like one of the most impressive games I've ever played.
Wow.
Like, it's so detailed. Like, especially coming from, I was really worried because Arkham Origins was bigger than Arkham City. And the cool thing about Arkham City was it wasn't a big open world, but it was really, really dense. It's like every square inch of it was covered in something really interesting, either to do or look at, or was a really neat Easter egg. Like there was stuff all over that game, more so than any other game I've ever played. Like it was so dense with content. Origins tried to take the same amount of content and spread that over a city twice as big. But it just made it feel empty and kind of flat. Like it just didn't feel very good. And so I was worried with this one, and that it's going to be twice as big as City, or as Arkham Origins is. Like they've expanded on so much of the landmass, but they've shoved just as much stuff in.
I believe they said the map is 5 times larger than City.
Yeah. I'd like to see how it compares to Origins, since that was like I can recognize a lot of land, like the big bridge, for example. I recognize a lot of different landmarks, so I'd be kind of interested to look up an overlay of those two things to see, like, you know, how they stack up to one another, how much bigger it is. But there is so much content jam-packed in this game. Like, it is covered in stuff to do. So much stuff to do. Like I said, maybe too much. That's for me. You know, like if a kid has this, they're rich in time, you know, they can afford to go through and, you know, scour every single inch and get every single trophy. So that's pretty cool. I don't fault the game for that. But the last third in gameplay fell so far flat. It got so bad whenever they shoved the Batmobile tank down your throat over and over and over again, and they force you to do that.
That may be like the weakest part of the game, is the tank mode.
The tank mode is actually really fun when they don't force you to do it when you're under leveled. And maybe that's my fault for not leveling up the Batmobile tank, but guess what? I didn't use it.
They never really told you,
like,
hey,
everything was optional about it.
Yeah.
Like, you would have, like, each side mission would be kind of I don't know if it's mandatory, but I went ahead and did, you know, each side mission as you went, you know. And then it would, you know, incorporate the Bat tank in some way. And it'd be like, oh, okay, that's neat. I don't really want to play a tank game. I want to play a Batman game. So I'm going to be Batman. But, you know, the game progressed, and, like, the last third of that game is nothing but being in the tank. And it's just, my God, it is the worst thing. It's so bad.
And then as soon as you get out of the tank...
As soon as you get out of the tank, it forces you to do a fight that... I understand that they have to raise the stakes over what happened last time. Like, they have to make it more challenging than the last game. But once again, there is such a thing as taking it too far. Like, there is such a thing as it being too hard when you have to do a 3-stage fight that's just ridiculous. Thankfully, they let you start during the last section of the fight if you get that far and die. Thankfully. I was about to be very angry if I had to do all 3 stages again. Super bad. But then, the very, very last part that's just story, where you're tying up the Scarecrow part of what's happening, it was so satisfying and so good. And possibly one of the best Batman stories I've ever seen. Like, that goes across comics, movies, and everything. Like, it is up with, like, my top 4 or 5 Batman stories. If you take all 3 of the Arkham games in context, I take them as one big story because that's how they operate. They are legit a trilogy. They feed into each other.
Yep.
So I'd say if you only have a new gen, I don't want to say wait for them to re-release Asylum and City. They are. That got confirmed by like Amazon or something. Released that. They are going to eventually release Arkham Asylum and Arkham City on the new gen stuff. I would say don't wait for that because it's going to be a while. Go ahead, play Arkham Knight because it's really, really good. Try and stomach that last third of that game because it's really bad. Like it took it. If it wasn't for the last third of that game.
Unless you like tank combat.
I guess, but my thing is if I'm playing a Batman game, I don't want to play a tank game. I'm playing a Batman game. Mm-hmm. Like the tank stuff is fun. It's just I think it's too much. There is just too much. Like, they're trying to make it bigger than what was at the end of Arkham City, which was big. The ending of Arkham City's crazy.
Arkham City's good?
Arkham City's fantastic.
That's the only one I have.
Arkham City is the closest thing I've ever played to a perfect game. It's so good.
Wow.
It's there. Like I said, I 100%ed it 3 times, and I love playing that game still.
I literally picked it up.
None of that.
Out of, like, all the Batman games that are available, and just like, just give me that one.
It's so good.
Asylum's
City's
really
so
good.
Asylum's fantastic. Asylum's right under City. It's just I love how large City is and how.
Hold on, if you're putting Asylum right under City, you're putting Knight below Asylum.
Yeah, because of that last third, there's not a part of Asylum I don't enjoy playing.
Would I need to play them in order, like for story?
I would say
or
play
something?
for the story. You need to play Asylum City Night. You need to because they're especially Night with the way
And
what Night
nothing's
does.
in front of Asylum.
Huh?
Nothing's ahead of Asylum.
There's Arkham Origins, but don't play that.
Okay.
No.
It's developed by different people. It's not even considered part of the
Hold on.
trilogy.
Oh, okay.
If you want more Batman, though,
Play it
Origins.
last. Play it last.
Play it first.
Origins takes place
No, because it's such a waste of time.
before everything else.
You do, but you don't need it as far as the story. Nothing it feeds into Night from Origins.
Is it
Nothing
like
feeds
basically
into it.
you become Batman? Is that what the
It's
origin?
No,
it's
it's-
year one.
It's more. It's more Batman is all it is.
More Batman.
It's just more Batman
Batman.
instead of
All right.
adding to the story. It doesn't. It's just like, oh, this is a really really big expansion pack.
Really, really big.
A really
I've
big
always wanted to
expansion
play
pack.
it. It's just there's other games that I kind of like prioritized.
I mean, and that's
Right.
totally cool. I mean, like I say City's almost a perfect game because I'm such a huge Batman fan. But I
That's the
legit-
next Batman game. Batman.
I
Petit
love that
Bat.
one. But like I said, I 100%ed it 3 times, and I still love playing it. It's so good. No part of that game
Does
is
Robin ever make an
badly
appearance?
designed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he makes an
I always liked
appearance.
Robin.
In
Makes
City.
an appearance in City.
And
Then
a
he-
Which
huge
Robin?
appearance in Night.
Which Robin?
It's Tim Drake.
Nice.
Then all of them are in Night. In
Yeah.
some form or fashion, all of them are in Night.
That's pretty cool.
So, and like,
Well,
the
I
way
mean-
they escalate things in Night is really good until you get to... Honestly, the Arkham Knight character is a real weak character, and what they did with that was so dumb.
When he
I
says
don't
all of
think
them,
it's
he
good.
means Dick Grayson.
Jason Todd and Tim Drake. But Jason Todd,
Okay.
there are some flashbacks to Jason Todd in this.
There are?
Yeah, there are flashbacks to Jason Todd in Arkham Knight.
Ooh.
They do
Jason Todd's my
flashbacks.
favorite he's my favorite
He's
Robin.
Red
Me
Hood,
too.
right?
He's Red Hood, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the Red Hood Arkham
Oh
story
yeah,
pack.
there is.
There's,
Okay.
There's the
I was about to
expansion
say
pack.
Jason Todd's not in it, but
He is.
okay.
But
I
what they-
completely forgot about Red Hood.
Yeah. The
Yeah, so
Arkham
it has
Knight's
all of
such
them.
a dumb character, though. He's such a dumb character. If they could have just called the game Nightfall, they should have. I understand they need to put Arkham in the title somewhere because that's the trilogy.
Arkham Nightfall.
Whatever. But I mean, I wish they would have just. I know they can't because Warner Brothers wants their company. But I wish they could have just thrown commercialism to the wind and not have it called Arkham anything. Just call it Batman Nightfall. That would have been okay.
Oh well.
I mean, I understand why they couldn't. It's cool, it's whatever. But
So-
the Arkham Knight's a weak character, and he's the reason that game is not a 10 out of 10.
I know you're gonna be. I know this is gonna probably be the worst part about it. Now that Arkham Knight is done, Rocksteady's not making any more Batman games.
Which I'm okay with.
But WB said they are gonna make more Batman games,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
means we're probably gonna get a bunch more Origins.
I'll pick them up on sale. Like, the story was so good, and it concluded. Like I said, I haven't got the true ending, but from what I have seen, like, I've gotten the kind of, like, the campaign ending. Then you have to, there's a thing where if you complete 6 of your side quests, you can initiate a thing because, like, stuff happens at the end of that game that a whole lot of it I don't think I've ever seen in anything else.
Spoiler alert: we're gonna talk about the end of Arkham Knight.
Do we
Real
really
fast.
want to do that right
Yeah,
now?
yeah. We'll put it.
Are you going to play Arkham Knight?
I might.
I don't care about spoilers.
Oh god, because
It
like,
doesn't
these
really-
are huge
It doesn't
spoilers.
spoil it for me.
I'm only gonna do a tiny one
But
about
we still get
Nightfall.
shocked.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so put an annotation up so they can skip whatever I say if they want.
Do it.
It's real fast.
Don't do it.
You just
Okay,
need, like,
spoilers in 3,
flash.
2, 1. Okay, so Nightfall happens, right?
Yeah.
You know how the ending is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how it goes in the mansion and it explodes.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
I understand Azrael is set to take over.
Yeah.
I would really like the next game to be, since Rocksteady isn't doing it, if you are going to keep going forward,
Mm-hmm.
Dick Grayson takes over as Batman after Azrael starts just completely losing control as Batman and crime is worse.
I'm interested to
and
see
you,
what.
you do a battle for the cow.
That'd be pretty neat. I don't know if that would translate to a game very well.
Why not?
I don't know.
You could be
I
Dick
mean, they
Bats.
could, but I
You
just
can
don't think.
beat Dick Bats.
I just don't think they'll move forward from here because from what I can tell, like, it is over. This is the end. Like, every poster. we're
Dick
good now.
Grayson's his actual son,
Okay,
right?
that's no.
No,
No,
that's
who-
Damian Wayne.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no more spoilers. No more spoilers. Spoilers off.
Okay, yeah, spoilers end.
No, but like the posters are right. This is the end. It is. They have written themselves into a corner. They are going to have to work. Warner Brothers is going to have to work hard to move forward from this point. It is over.
Not really.
No, they're gonna have to just do like a whole new thing. Like you said, they're gonna have to do what you do and just do this crazy thing, which the general public that knows Batman has no idea about. So it's gonna be hard to sell for them. It's gonna be hard to sell.
Hey, listen, you have more than enough. You could do Nightwing and Bloodhaven as a game.
That would be sick. I'd do that. I would rather them just not. I mean, personally, I'd rather them just not make any more because it ended great.
Yeah, but they're gonna make more.
They're
gonna make more.
That's fine. Like I said, I'll probably pick
the
them
way
up on sale.
the way the Arkham series started anyway, you started at like way
yeah, the
down
Arkham
Batman's-
trilogy like it spans like maybe 5 years. Like of the ending of Batman's career is the last 5 years of Batman being Batman.
And you skipped like the 20 years he was Batman.
Which would be cool if they go back and do like the comics did for a little while. They did the Dark Knight series, which was just little one-offs.
Yeah.
Which was really neat. It'd be cool if they do that.
I honestly wouldn't mind.
Justice League game? God, that'd be awesome.
I would play that.
That would be so.
I would play that.
I don't think you could pull.
I don't know how they could do that, but
I don't think you could pull off a Justice League game. You would have to do.
it'd be huge. I don't know how they would.
I would love to see a Superman game by Rocksteady next.
I was just about to say, like something as epic as these Batman games. That would be cool if they could do that with
I'd
Superman.
honestly rather them just do an original IP. I want to see because there are things that they do that mess with you psychologically in Arkham Knight. Like all of the time that kept getting me. It's so freaking cool what they do. Like as you're playing the game, like you'll turn the camera one way, turn it back, and then something is happening there that is maybe not reality because Scarecrow's got his gas out and people are hallucinating, and it's great. Like the stuff they
It's
play
a
with
party.
psychologically with the main character is so good. And I want to see them take that to the nth degree and maybe like a horror game. Imagine if they do the tricks of what they were doing in Arkham Knight, like what you saw, Matt.
Yeah.
But with a horror game.
VR.
How
horror
sick
game.
would that be? I don't do VR because that
Nah.
I've
limits
seen,
your
Don't push it.
audience.
I've seen reactions of people on the Oculus Rift for horror games. No thanks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love horror
Yeah.
games.
I do too, but I'm not playing a
I
horror
would love
game
for
on
them
the
to do a
Oculus
horror
Rift.
game that messes with you psychologically like Batman did. Like, I would love to see them do what they did. Like, at the end, that whole ending sequence, the first-person ending sequence, my God. Like, that was scary. And I want to see them do that in a scary game.
I have a horror game I've been working on. When I say working on, I mean I have an idea of a horror game, and I've been fleshing it out.
I can make a good horror game, I feel like, if I had the resources allocated to me.
This is pretty scary. I don't like Matt's idea because I wouldn't want to play it. It's way too scary.
I would.
Oh.
There's
I don't
like
know
Steven
yet.
said,
Do.
there's a point of
Do
going
tell.
too far.
There is such a thing as too far.
Too far.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Hush. Go
So originally it started the way I originally was thinking about it. It was, in the end, no matter what you do, it's futile. You will die.
ahead. Oh, that's
Kinda
sucks.
good.
But, well, it would be like a marathon type game where it's just go as long as you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that.
But
Mm.
I was like,
There's
you
no
know what?
endings?
Well, I mean,
I like it because
there's
it
no
adds to
game.
the hopelessness to it. I like
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's scary. That's
Yeah.
It kind of
Other
reminds me of,
games like
those
that.
books that you can
Any
go to
survival
page
game
30
simulator, maybe.
You
Yeah.
can win those
The
with the choose your
hopeless-
adventure. You choose
The
your own adventure.
Goosebumps, isn't that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah, Goosebumps
Okay.
did choose your own
Continue.
adventure.
Oh my god, I had one.
That would be a
Done.
fun game.
But you
Okay,
could win
continue.
those.
Sorry.
Oh wait, you sure you want to share this idea
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
podcast?
Audio
I'm-
copyright. Go.
Listen, I don't care. Somebody, this is my blessing. If you make my game, just give me a copy for free, and we're even, Steve.
We're handing it off to
We're
you.
even.
Well, give me a
Five copies
discounted
for free.
price.
We're handing it off to you, indie devs. Go.
You can steal ideas. It's not illegal.
So, in the end, I was like, okay, no. People wouldn't want that, especially nowadays. People want
Tiny little
a victory.
Yeah.
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 They want to be able to beat whatever's coming at them.
Win.
With movies, games, anything, people want a nice little tidy ending.
Yep.
Me too.
So
It's satisfying.
I was thinking about it. I was like,
We're for
okay.
it, we need that.
Well, the only thing I felt did a horror element correctly in the survival feeling was Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's false.
Where
You
you're-
haven't played enough games then.
That's
No,
what
no,
I was thinking
that
of. The
I'm
I'm talking
hopelessness.
about that timeline where you know that safety is just around the corner, but you have to survive.
Still haven't played enough games.
that
There are
long.
games that do that way better. The Alien game did that way better.
Well, no, Alien game. It's still that same feeling. I still have, this is my end goal, get off the ship and I'm free.
Yeah, free.
For me, it's more of a timed thing. It's, if I can survive till the sun comes up, this thing goes away.
What's the setting?
So, it's a VR game.
Nope, I'm already out.
It's a VR game
Checked out already. Have fun with that one.
where, okay, we'll use my apartment as a layout. Okay?
No, I never be able to
Oh,
sleep
jeez.
here.
The game starts, you're sitting on a couch. Okay?
Just like
God,
Mitchell,
we're
Steven,
in
and
the
Matt.
game now.
You're actually sitting exactly where Mitchell's sitting right now.
Me and Ariel are gonna live
Yeah.
Okay.
because we're not on the couch.
And the game starts, you're on the couch, you have a TV remote in your hand, and the only button prompt is change channel.
That's my
TV
living
is
room.
on.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Oh my god.
That's
What if it turns off?
What, TV?
Yeah.
It's plugged in remote.
I don't know.
There's a
What's
button
gonna
on the
happen?
TV. Get up.
So,
No.
the way I would have it programmed is, because I really like what GTA did, where they actually put like TV shows into their game.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
There would actually be, there's going to be 15 channels that you could go through, and there's actually going to be like 15-minute loops of content on each channel. So you can sit there and watch TV if you want. Or you just like flip through the channels. If you flip through the channels, eventually you get to a news station.
Oh no.
And that's when it kind of just, you put the remote down, the character, you don't get a choice. And the news is, there have been break-ins in your apartment complex.
Ooh. That's awesome.
And
I'm freaking out already.
last night, there was a break-in in your neighbor's complex, and they got murdered.
Why would you be there anymore?
Right? That's when I'd be packing
My
a
neighbor
bag.
died in an apartment complex. I'm calling families like, coming over.
As soon as they report that, well, you don't find out. They found out
Yeah,
that morning, and you
that-
were at work or something, blah, blah, blah.
Sleeping, work.
You're
Exactly.
just now finding out.
You are finding out at the same time as
Maybe
the
not
character
your
in the
next door
game.
neighbor, but maybe someone like the apartment next to you.
Yes,
Like the
something
apartment,
close.
like the apartment building across the street or something.
Something close. Somebody in your complex was killed. And this is like the 8th break-in in a row. Every night there's
Is
a
it
new
bad that I
break-in.
wouldn't move?
I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't move.
I wouldn't-
As
Lock your doors.
soon,
Like, I
as
don't
soon
know.
as they
I
say,
wouldn't move.
as soon as they mention the murder, there's a knock at your door.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Thank God the cops are here to help
I am
me.
grabbing all of my swords, my
And so-
scythe,
Do that creepy crawling thing. behind
borrow
you.
my mom's taser.
And so at that point, you get a button prompt, stand up.
Oh.
And at that point, like a little button prompt, it'll be like press X to stand up, if it's a PlayStation controller, and like the sticks move. And so you can explore your apartment if you want,
Or go to the door.
or you go to the door.
Ooh, and that's like a great opportunity for like trophies and stuff. Kind of like Deadpool when you're exploring the apartment. Just a
That'd be
bunch of
awesome.
trophies.
It all ties into the further part of the game.
Dancing Queen.
Just a dancing queen. Just spin in your kitchen.
If you go to the door, it's like press right trigger to look through peephole.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-mm.
Wait, can there be
I would
options to not look?
hesitate
Yes.
so bad.
Okay, 'cause I would.
And this is VR? No.
Yeah, it's VR.
Oh.
God, I hate this.
So you look through the people, and like, so you know how our door, there's a tiny hallway, then it's the big hallway?
Mhm.
So imagine that. You look through the people, nothing there.
Oh god.
This is good.
Okay? As soon as you turn around and you start walking back, another knock at the door.
Oh no.
This time, when you look through the people, black. Just
Mm-mm.
nothing.
Oh no.
African American, Matt. Come on. It's 2015, buddy.
And you realize
It's really black.
it's not dark outside. There's somebody putting their hand over the peephole. You realize that because it slowly slides down. And you can see through the finger, like the crack in the fingers.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
And then the door starts,
Finger
the doorknob
punch.
starts jiggling.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Yes.
No,
Can
that's
you-
when I throw
can
the headset
someone
off and
please
quit.
Make this, because I will buy this.
Ariel's losing her
I
chair.
No.
am. Like I wish this was real.
Now, to give you an idea
Ariel's immersed in the game.
of what it looks like, what's it called when like you wake up but you can't move and like
Sleep paralysis.
sleep paralysis?
I get it all the time. It's
Okay, so you know
almost-
like you see like the shadowy figures in your room?
Oh, I hate
That's
that.
what this looks like.
No, no.
Yeah, but it's hunched over and it's kind of like twitching. And
I've already quit before
Like,
this point.
You know what this
Like
reminds me
switching
of
or
right
like-
now?
What?
Just
PT?
the atmosphere of this right now reminds me of that Silent Hills demo.
PT? Yeah.
PT.
Freaking PT. That was the scariest thing I've ever
The
played.
whole reason why I feel it's scary is the game starts off way too nonchalant.
Yeah. Which is
So
the
you
best way
gotta
to do it.
catch, Yeah.
Best way to do it.
And so the doorknob's jiggling. If you grab the doorknob, there are multiple things you can do. It stops, and you can look out and you'll see it as it's going around the corner, like a
So
shadow.
does it always leave, or does each? Okay, so question. If
This
you
is how
do
it
different-
starts.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say. So does everything you do always end up the same?
At this part, yes.
Okay.
This is the scripted intro. After that, the rest of the game is it knows you're inside your apartment and it wants to get to you. And so it will go from your front door to your windows to your screen door to your back door, whatever.
The apartment has a back door.
It's it's an apartment or a house. It depends. It depends on the setting.
So
It
maybe
goes
those
to
condos are
every
sort of
single
something?
point of entry you can get to, and it tries to break in. And if you catch it while it's outside, it will run away and go to a different point of entry. But if it gets inside, you have to get out the front door.
Just the front one.
You have to
you can't
escape.
use it, so windows or anything.
So there's different
Correct.
things you could do to prevent it from getting inside?
Huh?
There's
Does
different...
salt work?
Salt.
No, it's not supernatural.
Die, Shadow! Ha!
Darn
Damn
it.
it!
I brought a salt shotgun.
So I was telling Steven, I was like, so if it taps on your back window and you think it's trying to open your back window, and so you run to your back
But it really
room.
comes in like that.
Yeah, so let's say you
Is
run
that-
to your back room and it's it taps on your back window and then it goes to the screen door. Imagine running out of that door once you realize it's not there and it's in the hallway.
Oh, I would.
Nope, thank you.
And you...
Nope. Nope.
Oh, well, what would you do?
Nope, nope, nope,
You
nope,
could
nope.
run past it or
You
something?
can try.
So okay, they can come in anywhere, but you can only go out the front door.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's...
Because they can come in the front door and just freaking stand there.
Is there any way
No,
to
thank
defend yourself,
you.
or the only option you have
No,
is
the only option is to
escaping?
run.
Oh.
It's a
Can
shadow
you die in the
person.
intro?
No, that's
in the
awesome,
intro?
but still.
Like in that scripted intro? No.
Okay, good.
If you open the door, so here's what happens. It can change what it looks like at any time. It can change what it looks like to match other people's characters. So you get to customize your character at the start of the game.
Ooh.
Also, you have a mic. If you play with a mic,
Ooh.
there would be an option that it can record your audio.
Go away.
No, it can
Oh.
literally.
Crazy.
There would be an option in the game where it can record what you say, and then the monster will use whatever you say in other people's games. It will throw your voice.
Scary.
Yeah,
Once again,
like
did
at the
someone
door,
make this?
like at the door.
here to
Somebody
sell you
please help me,
watches,
please.
man.
Stuff like that.
It's your grandma.
That'd be really cool.
So you think it's your friend, but it's not.
Or you think it's just someone trying to get away from the same thing you are, but it's really not.
Ah, that's wicked.
Well, I thought the creepiest part would be because most of the time it would just record the last moments of your life. So when you're freaking out in real life, you're like, oh god, I gotta go, and then it jumps out and you scream. Imagine that as it's walking slowly towards you down the hallway.
I'd be swearing though, so I would not be able to do
I hate VR. I'm not doing it. VR is too immersive.
This game is
Go back
already
to
real,
Steven's
and none of us
statement.
want to
It's
play
too
except
much.
Mario.
So,
I don't even care.
so like I was saying, the only way to win would be you have to wait till sunrise and it just disappears.
Or I could just take it off and turn the game off, then I win too.
So, if you do escape out the front door when it gets inside,
scary.
it's it's still...
Is it? Yeah.
What happens after that?
It's just another break-in gets reported. It's
Oh, okay, so you
You
win.
don't- you don't win.
You live, but you don't win.
correct. There would be a second night if you survive the night, and it cuts the power, and you have to use a flashlight.
So does it
Ooh.
follow you? Like it? Okay.
You can make it like levels, like it gets harder
Yeah.
every time, and
Yes,
then eventually...
it gets harder every time.
And the end would be the sunrise.
And the second time, this is, by the way, so I've only started working on the second night. It cuts the power, and the second night you have your girlfriend or your boyfriend over in the apartment,
Mhm.
and when it breaks in, it can kill them and then look like them.
Can it? Okay. Does it talk? Well, yeah, we're talking. Never mind. We just had this conversation. Forget I just said that.
It
You
can
should have a
only-
pet,
it can
too.
It can only say what it hears.
Can it be an animal?
Probably not.
I don't
Would it
think
want
so.
to be a stray cat? I'm just
It's
saying.
probably not.
That'd
gonna
be
a cat,
freaking wicked.
though.
Like
But
you
like a
have a
stray
dog,
cat,
and all of a sudden your
yes.
dog is walking around, and then like it twitches slightly, and you're like, "That's not my dog." You're like,
Well,
No,
your
so,
dog
like-
died 2 years
so,
ago.
like-
it's just like.
So, like, the second
night.
The second night, I might push it back because I think
Thought you
putting
were
the
dead.
power sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
having
like
to play the game
super
in dark.
intense.
That might be like towards the end, but
Mm.
at one point it will learn that it doesn't have to walk because like I said, if you could still sneak around once it breaks in, the game's not over if it breaks in
Just,
because you can hide and like wait for it to pass
like
and then
a
get to the
cabinet?
door. Yeah, stuff like that. You can hide. There's an escape.
Snap.
But it learns. So like night 3, it might be able to crawl on the ceiling.
or it might be smart enough to
F
open
that.
the closet door.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Or like let's
No,
say
I don't like calling
let's say you let's say you walk out that door, and as you walk out the door, it just like drops down in front of you.
Oh,
Well, that's what Alien did. There's a lot of that in Alien.
Yeah.
Of it stalking. Like that's the best like being stalked simulator I've ever played. Like it was
I
terrifying.
feel like it
Until
would have
this
to be
game comes
quite a
out.
big house
Yeah.
though.
Huh?
So I feel like it'd have to be a kind of a big apartment.
Yeah,
Like
I mean
Yeah.
you can.
Well, I might
It'd
actually-
probably be better as a
The
house.
second
you
idea-
can make it better. You can make it whatever you want.
Like some nice suburbia area.
Well, the second idea I had
gated
was
community.
Yes.
And
the second
people
idea I
still
had
get vacants.
was the
Picket fence.
first level is your apartment. And the second level, this is actually something that spooks
You
me out.
move out.
I hate being
I was
the
gonna-
last person in my office building. It's a
Ah.
big office building with cubicles and everything.
Ah.
And they
That's
shut
weird.
all the lights off. I stay late a lot, and they shut all the lights off, and only the computer light is all I have.
That
And
could
so I
be
was sitting there,
a
if
level.
it follows you to work,
I would say, well, because
And
if
the
you
sun
leave
goes
first
down?
day, or like,
That could be different levels.
Like,
and
Yeah.
then like there could be
after the
one
fifth
where
day.
it
DLC.
makes you
You
move.
have to pay $15.
Oh.
And you like it starts in an apartment,
Some
it
people
follows
like
you to
that,
work,
right?
and
Yeah.
to the point where you move and you like now it's a house and it's just a bigger area. That'd be pretty cool.
why are we not doing this?
This
Why are
needs
we
to
not-
None of us are
happen.
None of us know how to
This needs to
program.
happen.
Google is there for a reason. I will figure
I
it
don't
out.
think our
Google
computers
is-
can handle that.
Ariel's our programmer.
I will.
no, but I mean,
have
do
no
you guys
idea.
do you guys like the idea?
That is
Would this be a
awesome
scary
idea.
No,
game?
it's an awful idea.
I would watch
Okay.
somebody else play that game.
I
But
wouldn't
I
even do
can't.
that. I don't
I
wanna
would
play
watch
that.
Ariel play it.
I don't want to play it at all.
I
And
can't.
I feel
play.
like
I
the
can't
way
do that.
set it
I
up,
would.
it
I
would-
wouldn't move.
I feel
I'd
like
literally be like this with like a pillow and a blanket. Like,
Mm-mm.
okay.
That was like me when they made
you
me
do
play.
realize VR means it
Ooh,
doesn't matter if you
Yeah.
put your
I don't
face in
think
a
I'll just
blanket.
close. I'll just close my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I have to do with a lot of VR. I'd have to just close
It'd be
my eyes.
really cool. I'd have to like sit there and be like,
Fight.
You're right. Just all right.
like it's
back.
very great. It'd be actually really cool.
We get a
It'd be
sense of reality.
kind of like
It goes
a-
on your head and like
I know.
you see it like-
Like
I
if
know
I
what
played that,
VR is.
SpongeBob would be playing in the
I would
background.
actually-
It'd be really cool if you could do like some kind of like get the room you're in type thing.
Well, they're
like the
kind of
beginning.
doing that now.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Valve is
Like
kinda
the
doing
first thing
that.
like where you're sitting is how it starts.
That would be
what-
insane.
That would be really cool.
that'd be no.
I would
The,
shit
uh,
myself.
That would just make it that much more
Valve is
real.
working on
Exactly.
that.
No.
Not your whole house, but like just the room you're in, just to play. Like when you started for the intro.
Like that would
that'd
just
be freaking
that
awesome.
would scare the hell out of me
The
every
only other
time.
the only other quirk I would give the monster, and this is something that I do when I play monster game. Like I've played a game called Damned where you can be the monster.
Yeah.
I would do that.
This is something I would really want the monster to be programmed with. In the later levels, where let's say you're in a bigger area, like let's say the office building,
Mhm.
I would have it even if it's inside and it catches you. There'll be times where it just messes with you because it knows it can kill you anytime. It doesn't
So it
matter.
kinda, like, lets you
And
go
so like, it will
towards
pick
it.
you up and just like throw you down a flight of stairs, and you're not dead. It just slowly
like
walking
an
at you or
elevator
something.
shaft, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Well, you probably die from an elevator
No, it's
shaft.
okay. No, it's a fun. No, but it could be
Ooh,
I would
that could
think-
be good, like for a part for the office building. Like
God,
it
could you
messes
imagine-
with the elevator.
Could you imagine standing
you're
in an
trying to
elevator
leave.
and when the doors open, it's just there?
or it could be.
Ooh, and you press the button,
Yep.
and it's just
No.
slowly reaching out to you.
It's just there, and as soon as the doors start to close, it just and then pries them back open, and then it kills you.
oh,
Right? It gives
So
you.
you're just like,
it
I'm
gives
gonna
you the
live.
hope that
Never
you're gonna
mind.
escape.
Oh my god, this game needs to happen.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
Weird.
why aren't you making
Also,
this game?
Because Oh, thank you, Steve. Thanks, Steven, for nothing. No. The only other thing I guess would be the best way to handle it would be pull a Fallout 4. 1,000 most popular names are all programmed into the monster's vocabulary, so it's like Steven.
Or you could just program it to
or I
say
just wouldn't
your
play it.
own name.
Kiki better be one of those names.
Probably not.
So both of you guys want to play it?
No.
No.
That sounds way too intense.
Lame.
I mean, call me scared.
It's kind of sad that the two girls here want to play
Seriously.
it.
Go for it.
I have gotten way,
Would you play if it was in VR?
softer. I might.
Maybe.
VR is too much, yeah.
It's too much. It's just too much.
Well, it could
It
always
is.
be an option to be either or.
I want to
Yeah.
be able to escape as a game.
Either or would still be
I would
scary as hell,
play
in my
either way.
opinion.
I
No,
would
it'd be
play
scary.
either
It's just the thought of it being VR. is just
PT
too
was
much.
almost too much for me. PT is literally the most
Which
terrifying.
is funny
thing
because
ever.
I can barely play the
Awesome,
two
though.
games that I.
Oh
are
god,
scared of.
PT.
Like when you walk into the bathroom, it's in like the sink. And
No,
you're
for
Yeah.
me,
like,
for me it was when it randomly grabbed me. Like when it randomly grabs
In,
you
like,
after,
by the front
like,
door?
Yeah, or where? No, it's wherever. It's like
Yeah.
you have to do a certain number of things, and then there's a random amount of time after that till it grabs you.
yeah,
And sometimes it doesn't.
yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. And I literally threw the controller down. I'm like, I don't know if I can play anymore because that was way too much.
I didn't actually play it. Me and my friend watched a
It's way too
playthrough of
much.
it because we
PT?
didn't get it.
Yeah, PT is almost too intense.
Did you ever play PT?
I know of it. No.
I can't
It
think
is
of the game I'm
awesome.
playing now. I forget what
It's
Is it-
unfortunately
do-
it's no longer available.
Fallout's got some.
Yeah.
Konami took it.
I think
down,
it,
so-
yeah, I think it was after it was no longer available that me and my friend tried to watch it. And,
Oh,
we
you
just, we just
talking
watched a
about-
playthrough because we couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Fear.
No.
But
That's what
Are they
can't
even
play
making
at night?
Silent House?
What?
it's in the
Fear?
air right now.
Fear
Yeah.
is super scary.
I can't think. There's another one.
But there's
that-
gun in that, so I feel a-okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a scary game, it stops, like a horror game stops being scary once they give you a way to defend yourself.
That's
Except
what I
in
feel
Resident
too.
Evil 4, because that game was always scary. And you have lots of guns.
but I mean, you get a sense of I can defend myself, I can do this. It's there's not hopelessness.
On Resident Evil 4,
So-
I have rocket launchers aplenty and always feel
I can't-
hopeless in that game.
What's up?
I can't think of the game that I played that I can't play.
What
that I
happened
remember
in it?
to. It's
There's zombies.
There's
I was gonna say
What's a
zombies, but I don't know
zom?
if they're zombies or not.
Politically correct
It's,
term is zombies.
Thanks.
What's like
It's
the
okay.
I don't know. Zom just sounds like a racial
I don't know.
slur.
I can tell you what the cover
Damn
looks like.
zom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a girl on it and she's screaming up, and I can't think of the name of it.
She's-
The letterings
Oh.
are in red.
It's not
She's the letter. I can't think of it.
Not
It's
Siren?
no.
Or-
It sounds like a movie, and people think it's a movie, but it's not.
I don't know.
I think it is a movie too, but there's a game. I don't even think it's
I can't
based
think
on
of
the
a
movie.
scary game that's based off of a movie.
It's not based off the movie. They just have the same name or similar.
Forrest Gump.
No. I can't
Oh,
think
wait,
of it.
describe it.
But the letterings
Saw?
in the game or the cover?
just
Oh,
the,
this game.
both.
The cover is white with a girl on it screaming up, and the lettering is red.
Okay, never mind. I thought I might have known it, but
Cannot
now
think
no.
of it, but
What
it's-
system is it for?
I have it on
PS3.
PS3.
So it's
I've
an
seen
older
it before,
game.
I can't think of the name.
Is it
And-
Saw?
No, I would know that one. No, I can't. And my
Excuse me.
phone's not working, so
Trying
I
to
need
help
check.
you.
But it's pretty cool, and I get scared of it, and I keep dying, and it's really kicking me off. That was my.
Huh.
Thanks.
I was
Good
gonna talk
look
about it
into it.
later, but I don't remember the name of it, so I can't.
You can still talk about it. Is that what your subject's going to be about?
It was
Yeah.
going to be.
Horror.
but
But
I
you still
can't
talk
think of
about it. They're like, okay, so like what
Maybe
exactly
as you
do
talk
do
about it,
in
it'll come to you.
You have to try and escape. You're the only person there.
Where?
I don't know. I don't think that's
So helpful.
It's the moon
It's
base.
The moon base
it
is not
starts
moon
like
base.
there's one point where there's like a mirror, and then you get sucked in. There's like a nurse there that's trying to help you.
Alice in Wonderland.
No, but she's
Shadow
not helping
Island.
you.
Is a nurse
No.
trying to help you?
It's not really a nurse. It's like you're in a psych ward. You're in a hospital. And for everyone
None
who
of this is
Wait,
descriptive.
for anyone
It's
who
this,
knows
Oh,
but it's
about-
just not.
You just set up the last level of my game. You go to an insane asylum.
You're
Oh, so it's
welcome.
like-
I
it's
get
like
to
an
profit in
H.P.
that.
Lovecraft game.
No, but for anyone who knows what I'm
That
talking
happens
about,
in the end of all these
I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but I don't remember what the hell it's called.
Is you driven mad by Cthulhu?
What is this? I want a good Cthulhu. Well, Bloodborne came out, so never mind.
No.
I had a good Cthulhu.
Oh, tell
I feel
me
like
putting
it's barely
Cthulhu in your
scratched the
game.
surface of-
If it gets
Lovecraft
you,
games
it
haven't
becomes
getting
you,
love. I mean,
and then
dude,
it
Play
kills you.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
That's a good Lovecraft game.
It becomes you if it kills you.
No, when it gets you, it takes on all of your properties and
So
then
it
it kills
doesn't-
you.
So it doesn't die. Nothing you do kills it.
No, it's
Well, that's
Shadow.
lame. So there's nothing you can do. Like,
That's
okay,
a good name. There's the name of your game.
No, it's
Shadow.
it's you gotta get away. Yeah, the name of the game is It's a Shadow.
It's a shadow.
It's.
It's a shadow.
It is a shadow.
No, it's with
Unrelated topic. I love that YouTube now for like the mobile apps for YouTube now stream at like 60 FPS now.
Oh, it's
It's
so
so
No,
great.
don't watch this. We can show you it later.
I'm watching this.
But
It's
we
fine.
have it.
It's fine.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
play
gonna
it.
have to enable that to be my
I agree.
primary PS4.
I'm
You
already-
can just play as you.
This is too realistic looking. I'm scared.
Oh, is he watching?
Yeah.
He's watching,
He's watching
a gameplay
PT.
video of
Oh
PT.
god.
This
This is
looks
way
oh,
too
What is that
oh,
stand for?
no
You
sound.
know, they actually scaled down that engine so nobody, because it was originally released. Hideo Kojima originally released PT under the guise of 7780 Studios or whatever,
Mhm.
and people didn't know it was a new Kojima game. They just thought it was this game called PT, released by some indie studio. So it's
What
like
does
we
it stand
actually
for?
had to scale
Playable
down.
down, or playable something. Playable teaser.
Playable teaser, yeah. But
Um,
nobody knew that. Nobody knew that.
mhm.
And so
That was.
they
freaky.
actually had to scale back the engine so that people wouldn't
This
realize.
is what
it's
this
the
is what my
Fox
game
engine.
would look like,
No, thank
but
you.
VR.
No, it's new.
I feel like people have modded that, kind of rigged up, like,
a similar type game probably.
yeah.
That is-
Well, there is going to be a spiritual successor to this as a full game coming out.
Really?
Yeah, I think
So
it's
much support.
called Allison something.
In Wonderland.
No,
I just read that. I just read it. I didn't
Chains.
see what it was though. Like 160,000 signatures on it.
Yeah,
No,
like, it's
that-
supposed to be like
that
a
thing was
spiritual
mad
successor.
scary. Me and my best
Oh,
friend were
I know what
huddled
you're
in a
talking
room.
about.
We're like
Yeah,
under the
it
blankets,
looks
just watching
interesting.
it because she had
looks
YouTube on her
scary.
TV.
Yeah, it looks
Which is
scary.
like-
All right, so your topic was a game you can't remember.
Good
So
job.
You have anything?
Kiki can go, so I can figure
Yeah,
it
I
out.
mean, we're-
what is
Just
your
even if I just
subject?
tell you the name of it.
We're past an hour, so if you don't have anything, we could just wrap
Well,
up.
no, she said she thought of something.
Yeah, well, it's just a quick something.
Go.
I just remembered that Predator is coming out on the 6th
Woo!
for Mortal Kombat.
Predator.
Yeah,
He's
Predator and
new.
Mortal Kombat.
I feel like he should have been out earlier, but
Well, I
No,
thought he
I
was
love
going to
what
be
they're
the
doing.
last one released because everyone was excited about him. They released Jason, they released Tanya, and now
Jason
Predator.
seems
And
so
there's
out of
one more
place.
after him.
No, Freddy Krueger was in the last one.
yeah.
I love that.
Ed Boon's always talked about how he loves
Jason was
crossover
actually a lot cooler than I thought he was going to be. Because
They
I didn't
always
have high
incorporate those guys really
expectations
well.
for him.
stuff. They always do. And Ed Boon has previously stated that he loves crossover stuff. Like, he loves that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it is. And I'm pretty excited. So, and for all people who got the pack, you can get that on the 6th. It'll be available to play it on the 7th, and then you could buy it on the 14th.
Wow, they're making you wait till the 14th to buy it.
If you don't have the DLC
Season.
pack.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's what you do. You give people a reason to want to buy your stuff early. Which, honestly, with a fighting game, getting a season pass isn't a bad idea.
No.
For a fighting game, because you know you're going to want
There's all the
characters.
skins and then
Yeah.
all,
Yeah, you're
all
gonna
of
want
your
all that
brutalities,
stuff. Like I said,
fatalities, that sort of thing.
I could just wait till the game of the year. That shit
I
comes
really
out.
like what they did with the how you can get your brutalities and unlock all your extra stuff is the crypt, where you get to go through and
Yeah, you
spend
unlock additional
coins and
fatalities
whatnot.
and stuff like that.
They have an option where you could just buy and unlock everything in the
Oh,
crypt,
that's lame.
but like most people don't do that because
That's super
it's
lame.
pretty cool to just try to
Yeah, it gives you something to work towards.
yeah.
Yeah, that's way
And
better to do it.
The crypt is like set up like a labyrinth. It is really cool.
Okay, backtracking. The name of my game is called The Evil Within.
Oh,
Oh my god!
my
It's
God.
great.
I made it so complicated. That was my game.
That's kind of like one of those things
That's
though,
a great
like
game.
where
That's a super intense game.
yeah,
I love that game. But
Nothing
I
is
keep-
real.
I keep dying.
yeah.
I'm awful. And I don't
That
like
game was kind of a disappointment for me though.
It's taken me forever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
that's the
far
part where I
into
threw the
it.
controller down. That's the part where I threw the controller down, and I'm like, I'm done.
What part?
I'm
When
done. Where
she
she
grabbed
grabs
him.
you.
Nah.
That's it. I'm done.
She grabs you like 1 or 2 times.
No, well, yeah, if you later
is
on,
this
but there's
game?
one mandatory one.
Yeah.
That's PT. It was a demo that was out on PS4, but is no longer available because
God.
Konami's dumb.
If they made Silent Hill like that, they just.
It's
Oh,
because
it'd be awesome.
the guy who made Metal Gear needs to make more games. Hideo Kojima's a genius. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed our
Freecast. I like it. It was very
It's fun.
laid back and relaxed.
Chill.
Yeah.
Super chill, yo.
Random comments.
Oh, that's the real scary part, which was Dad's calling.
Oh no.
He needs to get picked up.
If you liked it, or if you didn't, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff.
Share with your friends.
Who are they?
Oh, good, thank you. Did any of them like it, or they're all like, "This is stupid. Why
Well,
would
we
you ever
couldn't
show
really
me
watch
this?"
it because it would probably been like 10 hours of sitting.
We now have 1 dislike on every single video.
Sorry, guys.
Aside you.
Aside from
Thanks.
mine.
You're welcome.
All right. Well,
All right, guys, thanks again, and
see you next week.
see you next week.
Like and share.
Bye bye.
Boop.